Good morning, students. Today we are going to see lesson number 4, evolution. In that, first we are going to see 4.1, the concept of evolution. The word evolution is generally understood to mean gradual and continuous change. What it is? The gradual and continuous change. Evolution in the plant and animal world can be explained in the following manner. How the process of the survival by adapting to environmental changes, certain internal physical change occur in some animals of a species. Over a period of time, these internal changes become inherited characteristics seen in all following generation. Thus, a new species with the characteristics different from the original may be created. That is called the evolution. Such a species is usually more evolved than the original one. Sometimes the original species died out or become extinct. Sometimes more than one species evolved from the original one. What happens? More than one species evolved from the original one. The first scientist to give a systematic explanation of this concept of evolution was Charles Darwin. Who gave the first systematic explanation about it? Charles Darwin. Okay. Species which are capable of adapting to environmental changes are able to survive. Species which are capable of adapting the environmental changes means whatever changes are going on in the environment is which species will capable to adapting it, they will only will able to survive. So the ones that cannot do so become extinct in the progress of the evolution. Who cannot capable of adapting the environmental changes, they are extinct from the process of the evolution. In the ancient time, there were many species of the type of animal called dinosaurs. I think you see in the pictures dinosaurs. Dinos in a Greek means terrible. What is dinos mean? Terrible, and saurs mean a lizard. Means dinosaurs means terrible lizard. Some of these dinosaurs were enormous in size. It appears that these species of the enormous dinosaurs suddenly become extinct. Why? Because they are not capable of adapting the environmental changes, and they are not able to be survive. Because of that, the species of the enormous dinosaurs suddenly become extinct. Some sudden natural disaster or environmental changes is believed to be responsible for their existence. Fossils of dinosaurs with wings have been discovered. It is believed that some species of two-legged and winged dinosaurs evolved into birds. Okay. Now we are going to see the stages of the evolution of animals. We have learnt in the previous lesson that life on earth began with the unicellular organism known as the protozoa. One of unicellular organism, what? That protozoa. This unicellular organism gave rise to multicellular living things. What it is, they became them? This unicellular organism give rise to multicellular organism or multicellular living things. The multicellular organism evolved gradually, and various classes of plants and animals came into being. The following now we are going to see which are the stages of the evolution of the animals. First, it is a invertebrates. Animals without a backbone are called the invertebrates. That is called that invertebrates. What it is a first example of that? Snail. You know the snail. Okay. Second, vertebrates. What is the vertebrates? Animal which have a backbone are called the vertebrates. Means humans also vertebrates. We have backbones. Yes. Look at the one. Now we can see the aquatic animal. Example, it is a fish. One example are given in the book. It is a fish. That is a vertebrates. In that, amphibians. What is the amphibians? Animal which live in water and also on land. That is called the amphibians. For example, a frog. One more, it is a bird. Bird you know, I think. Reptiles. Animal which crawl, for example, that is called the reptiles. For example, it is a snake. And next and most important, it is a mammals. What is the mammals? Mammals are most evolved animals among the vertebrates. Mammals are most evolved animals among the vertebrates. The following are the characteristics of the most of the mammals. We are going to see the characteristics of the mammals. First, growth of the body in the mother's womb for some time before birth. Means mammals are growing in their mother's womb before some time of the birth. The second, it is the baby is fed on the mother's milk for some time after birth. Like a human being, the baby are fed on a mother's milk after some time of the birth. The platypus and some species of the anteater, you can see here, platypus and anteater are the exception of this. They are considered mammals because even though they lay eggs, they are laying eggs, then also they are considered as a mammals. They suckle their young ones. Okay. Now third, it is a apes. Apes are somewhat like a humans in appearance. They are looking somewhat like a human. They mostly lived on a trees. Those species of apes which continue to live on a trees retain their original ape-like form. Okay, what is it is those species of the apes which continued to live on trees retain their original ape-like form. However, in a grassland, some ape species were forced to move around the ground. Some species are forced to move around the ground. These species evolved gradually and in the time gave rise. The species evolved gradually and in the time gave rise to the human species. This happens first on the African continent. The first human species is called the primitive man. The first human species is called what? Primitive man. Primitive means the first. Primitive means what? The first. In the next lesson, we shall learn more about the evolution of the human species. Okay, here our fourth lesson is completed. Solve the exercise below.